A big development out of North Carolina involving the controversial law over transgender people in bathrooms. Let's go live now to Nick Valencia. Nick, what's going on?
John, this was a surprise move this morning by the Charlotte City Council, which voted unanimously to rescind their non-discrimination ordinance, which added protective rights to the LGBT community, among them the ability for the transgender community to choose the bathroom of their choice, not what was corresponding to their gender identity on their birth certificate, I should say. This is the first step that will lead, they believe, the state Democrats, that will lead to a full repeal of House Bill 2. And we expect a special session to be called tomorrow. The governor-elect there, Roy Cooper, releasing a statement just a short time ago saying, Senate Leader Phil Berger and House Speaker Tim Moore assured me that as a result of Charlotte's vote, a special session will be called for Tuesday to repeal House Bill 2 in full. The outgoing governor, Pat McCrory, also releasing a statement in part that read, this sudden reversal with little notice after the gubernatorial election sadly proves this entire issue originated by the political left was all about politics and winning the governor's race at the expense of Charlotte and our entire state. As promised, Governor McCrory will call a special session. I mentioned, John, that this came as a complete shock to many, including those in the transgender community. The fight was over their rights, so to speak. Candace Cox, one of the leading transgender activists, I just got off the phone with her. She says this came as a complete shock, but a welcomed one because I believe, she said, we're headed in the right direction. Sources there on the ground tell us that some in the GOP were desperate to get this law repealed, House Bill 2, because it's cost the state millions and millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. Many entertainers have also pulled out from performing there in North Carolina because of House Bill 2. We should also mention, very interestingly enough, the NCAA, which hosts some games, some championship games there in Charlotte and in the state. They decide of what they're going to do in their venues for the next 6 years in March. So many people there telling us that the GOP leadership desperate to get House Bill 2 repealed before that happened. We're going to be keeping an eye on this, John, and try to get you more details as they develop. But that's big breaking news this morning.